Kim Kardashian is getting mommy shamed, you guys. The internet is not having this recent magazine cover that North just shot. Kim did the interview with her, and it's turned into this big conversation about whether we should let kids be kids, and it's a whole thing. We're also going to be talking about Kourtney Kardashian because on the topic of this Kardashian next generation, Landon Barker, which is her stepson, recently got called out, and we're going to get into how his drama is tying into the Kardashians' Diddy drama. It's turned into a whole thing, and we've got to spill on everything that is going on right now. But before we get into the tea, little spillies, I think that's the name we agreed on, you guys. We need to talk about something very important, and that is keeping yourself safe online. You guys know just how wild the internet can be, right? Well, just this year alone, we've seen some pretty scary data breaches from Dell, AT&T, Ticketmaster, and more. Millions have been affected by these breaches, and don't even get me started on the huge breach with national public data, potentially affecting every American. Seriously, 2.9 billion records with sensitive info out there, like social security numbers. That is insane. But that's where today's sponsor, Aura, comes in. Aura helps keep you and your data safe, monitoring your info across billions of data points like the dark web. If there's any hint of a threat, they'll alert you ASAP. And they've got you covered with up to $5 million in identity theft insurance, just in case. Aura also offers a VPN for secure browsing, a password manager to keep your login safe, and real-time alerts if any of your data shows up in a breach. It's basically all-in-one protection. So if you want to take control of your online safety, head on over to aura.com/spillsesh for a 14-day free trial. Trust me, that's enough time to see if any of your info is out there floating around. Definitely want you guys to stay safe out there, so be sure to check out aura.com/spillsesh. Thank you to Aura for sponsoring today's video, and let's spill on what is going on all things Kardashians. The Kardashians' next generation are already finding themselves in the headlines, and when it comes to Kim Kardashian, people are looking at her right now, thinking that she should be protecting North instead of letting her be so in the public eye. Northwest was on the cover of Interview magazine as their third fall 2024 cover story. She was interviewed by her mom, Kim, and it went viral, you guys. The interview was in print and it was also recorded, so video clips went around all over from TikTok to Twitter. It was on YouTube of North answering these questions that her mom had for her about being on the cover, life, school, her favorite things, and so much more. People have since voiced concerns about North's cover as she's only 11 years old and they feel like Kim should just let her be a kid and not have her do these adult things like being on the cover and doing these interviews. Someone replied to Kim's tweet of the cover saying, "Just let the kid be a kid. What happened to playing and video games, slumber parties? Nobody normal anymore." Some were talking about how it would be one thing if she was doing kid-related industry work, that it would make it different, but she's not doing Disney ads or kid product commercials. She's doing full-on photo shoots and interviews, and people just feel like she doesn't need to be doing all that. Others have said that North is like Kanye and is probably the one pulling Kim's leg to do stuff like this, and it isn't Kim forcing her, but those online have argued that she should be putting her foot down and saying no because she's just overly exposed and just really put out there to receive a lot of criticism. Some people were looking at these clips of North saying that she was annoying, and others were trying to be like, okay, but you're talking about a kid, so, like, let's not say that. But the fact that, Kim is out here letting her do these interviews for people to be able to see her and comment these things, they were just like, it shouldn't be happening. And we all know that Kim is well aware of the way that people can criticize and judge, in that North has this really big personality and knows what people might say, which is why people think that she should kind of veto something like this, but no. And I think no one is also saying anything about Kanye, because of course it's like, why are we only talking about the mom here? But it's Kanye. I hate to say that, but it's Kanye, and he's not known for making the best decisions, and people are really looking at Kim as the one who should be logically saying something about maybe we shouldn't be doing this. But at the same time, it's also the Kardashians we're talking about here. Now, the interview revealed just how career focused North seems to be for just being 11 years old, as Kim asked her things like, if you started your own clothing line, what would you call it? And she said, well, I am starting my own clothing line. And she went on to say that it was going to be called Northwest. She also asked her, what do you want to be when you grow up? And she said, I don't know, because I already do a lot of stuff that I want to be when I grow up. I just want to pursue my careers now. Kim said, "That's amazing that you know so young. What would be your fake name?" She said, "I have one, but I'm going to change because nobody believes me. It's Katie Johnson. When I'm out at Sky Zone with my friends, they call me Katie, but when I look in the mirror for a long time, I'm like, I do not look like a Katie. And then I was like, okay, I gotta change my name, so I'm telling y'all now." Later, Kim asked her if she likes being on camera, to which she said, "I like taking pictures of myself, but I don't like when paparazzi do. When I just woke up and there's so much paparazzi, I'm like, yo, I'm going to sue you. If I'm ready, if I'm not tired, if my outfit's good, I'm like, okay, I could take a picture." Is it not sad that she has to think about whether or not her outfit is good? I feel like when I was 11, I literally just threw things on and played outside, but to have to be so aware of clothes and designers and trends at that age, it's a whole other world being a Nepo baby. And people are finding it very sad to hear this. But I will say that Kim was not the only one who was under fire this week for how this next generation of Kardashians is growing up, because Kourtney and Travis found themselves in some drama as well with the way that Travis's son Landon found himself in what he is basically saying was him at the wrong place at the wrong time. Landon Barker recently turned 21, and for his birthday, he went out with friends and family to Nobu. After the dinner, he was seen out partying it up in LA, and people accused him of having a Diddy-themed birthday party. As videos showed the bottle service girls bringing not bottles of alcohol to the table, but bottles of baby oil. And the DJ said things were about to get freaky and basically gave Diddy a shout out.
"We got a special party in the building, and we're getting really freaky tonight. We're getting Diddy freaky tonight. Happy birthday, Diddy! We got baby oil!"
With the recent arrest of Diddy and the information that's been brought to light, people were absolutely disgusted to see this being done, because nobody should be making light of anything Diddy has been accused of. And if you don't know how baby oil plays a role here, it was reported that 1,000 bottles of baby oil were seized from Diddy's home during his Miami and Los Angeles home raids earlier this year. This was said to be used for the freak-off parties that he had, which that quite literally shouldn't even be what we're calling it. I know that's the name that he was calling these parties and what people have referenced it in the lawsuits, but these are literally crimes, okay? Crimes. But with Landon there, it was just not a good look, especially because the Kardashians have found themselves in the headlines recently for their close association with Diddy, as clips have resurfaced from old Kardashians episodes of Khloe talking about having attended Diddy parties.
So who was with you this weekend? A bunch of my friends. Diddy, Quincy, Justin Bieber, so far French so good. Montana. Do you even know half the people you're naming? No. I got on a plane at 5:30 a.m. Go to this party. I think half the people there were butt naked. You would have loved it. Have you met Chloe's new crew of friends? No. Well, kind of. You did? Yeah. Stop talking. Have you met Chloe's new crew of friends? And all I said was yes. And then I stopped. All I said was yes.
She had also complimented his events with Kourtney on an episode of her talk show that she had at one point.
Well, I know you're known for the parties. When you think of a party or a good time, you think of Puff. You do. But we've been known to party with you a few times. What are like, I don't know, some of you were just at Puff's birthday.
Yes. I forgot about that.
You forgot about that?
No, that was an epic, and we were all just like hanging out, and it was.
You loved it?
It was fun. Yeah, I loved it.
I don't know how you have all the energy, but that's who you are, and I think that's why people are so drawn to you, because you're so eclectic. And I mean, no matter what, no matter how much you work, you don't sleep, you don't do anything, but that's just you. That's like what embodies you.
And people have really just wanted to know which celebrities knew about what Diddy was doing. And so people have just been very closely looking into what every celebrity has been saying, and they've been really skeptical of the Kardashians. So to see someone so closely associated with a Kardashian at a party making light of everything coming out about him, it was not a good look. Though Landon wasn't holding the baby oil, he didn't seem like he was having that much fun when they brought it out. He did seem uncomfortable. People did accuse him of having this party. That, and also the fact that him and his friends seemed to be in all white, and Diddy was known for these all white parties. So they were like, oh my gosh, the theme was all white Diddy. But he had come out on TikTok to say that this was not the case. This was not his party. He was out at a club, and this just so happened to be going going on the same night that he went out with all of his friends, and he was basically in the wrong place at the wrong time.
I'd like to come on here and apologize and address the fact that people are saying I had this whole themed birthday party. First off, I've not had a birthday party. My birthday party's next week. Now, what exactly happened was we all went to Nobu for my birthday. It's me and my family and my friend. After Nobu, me and my friends wanted to go celebrate, so my friend contacted a club promoter. The club promoter then said, hey, this guy is having a birthday party tonight. Do you guys want to come to this party? He said he'd give us a table and a bottle and make sure we're all good to go. So we're like, okay, it's my 21st. Let's all go out and do something. So we all arrived to this club, just me and all my friends. We go to the table. Everybody's saying, why didn't you leave right away? And that was because I didn't know what was going on right away. It was a dark environment, and all I could really see was another table having flashing bottles being brought out. The bottles have flashing lights underneath them, so I wasn't able to distinguish what they were. I'm just thinking they're bringing out tequila with the bottle, and I have no idea of what's going on at this point. And then they bring bottles out to our table, and that's when I visibly noticed that they have light up baby oil. I didn't pick up the bottle once, and I did not condone that. I just went to a club to celebrate my birthday and ended up in a bad situation.
He also wanted to address the outfits in another TikTok, saying that this was just formal wear to them. It just so happened that they were in all white, and it was not on purpose. It was not for a Diddy themed party.
Another thing that really keeps frustrating me is people think I curated everybody to wear all white. This is what was worn on my birthday. Formal attire is a white top and black pants for most people. And it was like a fancy dinner. And people just took their jackets off.
This was truly the biggest mess of it all. Like, whoever even thought about this idea and brought the baby oil to the club that night, like, you're truly sick, because that's not funny at all. But that's what's been going on with this next generation of the Kardashians this week. What was said about Kim letting North be on the cover of Interview magazine, and then how the family was looking after Landon was seen in those posts. I certainly want to know what you guys think about all of this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.